If you've been looking for work in Britain lately, you already know the truth. It's not just hard out there, it's brutal. The job market isn't broken, it's working exactly as it's been redesigned to work. Insecure, cutthroat, and stacked in favor of employers. Today on Fairfax Britain, we're cutting through the spin. Let's break down why finding work in the UK feels impossible, and why it's not your fault. You've probably heard it. There's plenty of jobs. People just don't want to work anymore. It's a soundbite rolled out by politicians, media talking heads, and some bosses. It paints workers as lazy and blames individuals instead of a broken system. Here's the facts. Yes, there are jobs, but most of them are low paid, high turnover, physically and emotionally draining, and offer no security. Care work, retail, warehouses, hospitality. Jobs where you're worked to the bone and thrown away when you burn out. Even white-collar jobs are a bloodbath now. Hundreds, sometimes thousands of applicants for a single role within a day of it being posted. So, yeah, jobs exist, but secure jobs, decent jobs, jobs you can build a life on, that's a different story. Even so-called entry-level roles often demand years of experience, a degree, unpaid work, and a glowing track record, all for minimum wage. You're expected to jump through hoops most people simply can't afford to jump through. Volunteering, internships, building portfolios for free, while rent and bills pile up. The result? The system rewards privilege, not potential. It filters out working class people, single parents, migrants, anyone without a financial safety net. It's not about talent, it's about access. Here's a brutal number. Roughly 98% of online job applications in the UK go straight to the bin, without a human ever reading them. Why? Algorithms, applicant tracking systems, ATS, scan CVS, searching for keywords and formatting. If you didn't use the exact corporate buzzwords, you're invisible. You could be perfect for the role, but if you said teamwork instead of cross-functional collaboration, you're out. And the worst part? You'll never know. You're ghosted by a machine. Even if you do get through the filters, it doesn't get much better. The process can drag on for weeks. Multiple interviews, group tasks where you're competing against strangers, personality quizzes, and even unpaid trial shifts that look suspiciously like actual work. It's all a huge scam, and the desperate and the needy are the victims. You pour hours of effort in, and often they never even bother to get back to you, just silence. And deep down you wonder, were they ever actually going to hire me? Or did they just use me for free work? Deep down you should already know the answer. This is the total exploitation of a nation where, on the whole, the people really do want to actually work. They don't want to be on benefits. But they are playing a rigged game. Say you land the job. Does that mean you're safe? Not necessarily. Wages in the UK have been flat for over a decade, while the cost of living has exploded. Rent, food, energy, all up. Pay, stuck. More than half of people in poverty in Britain today are working households. That's the new normal. Work hard, stay poor. It's not about lazy workers. It's about a system that's squeezing people dry. Permanent full-time jobs with proper protections. They're becoming rare. Nearly 1 million people in the UK are stuck on 0-hour contracts. No guaranteed hours, no stable income. One week you're fine, the next you've got no shifts. Temporary agency work and the gig economy have exploded. On paper they offer flexibility. In reality they offer insecurity. No sick pay, no holidays, no minimum wage protections. And after costs, many gig workers are earning less than minimum wage anyway. Once having a degree was a golden ticket. Now it might just get you to the bottom of the pile. Jobs that used to need GCSEs now demand a degree. Jobs that used to need a degree now want a master's. That's credential inflation, a constant rat race where the bar keeps rising, not because the job got harder, because employers can afford to cherry pick. You invest time, energy, and tens of thousands in education, only to find yourself in a job that barely uses your skills and burns through your willpower. The bias no one wants to admit. And here's the part that's often whispered, but rarely confronted. Bias still rules the UK job market. If your name doesn't sound British, your chances drop. If you're over 50, many employers won't give you a second look. If you've got a working class accent, some will write you off before you've even walked in. The UK job market isn't fair, it's stacked, and employers know it and are all too fast to take advantage of it. Why pay more when desperate workers will settle for less? Why offer training when you can demand fully skilled applicants? Why improve conditions when someone else is always waiting? Where do we go from here? Let's be blunt. The UK job market is ruthless, and it was built this way. It's propped up by broken systems, cheap sound bites, and decades of underinvestment in people. Some manage to break through, many get left behind. And if you're stuck, ghosted, or worn down, it's not because you're not good enough. It's because the system isn't designed to give everyone a fair shot. So what now? We need a real living wage, not the government's PR version. Secure contracts, not 0-hour scraps. Fair access to training and reskilling without years of unpaid experience. Hiring that focuses on potential, not postcode. And maybe most of all, we need to shift the culture. People should come before productivity. Dignity should come before hustle. Work should offer stability, not punishment. But until that changes, the job market is a battlefield, and too many are being sent in with no armor, no backup, and no chance. If that's you, know this: you're not alone. Keep pushing, keep talking, keep challenging the story we're being sold. Because the more we speak up, the harder it becomes to ignore. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe for more bare facts.